Welcome friends. Today my topic of automobile engineering is vehicle body engineering. So I will give you introduction about vehicle body. Especially on we focus on frame and body. So requirements of automobile body and also frame. There is required strength, stiffness. Stiffness means when body resists deformation under externally applied force, and same as torsional stiffness. Space, we have proper space in the body. Air drag means design of body such that there is minimum resistance of air available during the vehicle running. Protection against weather, resistance to corrosion, and protection in accident. This is the basic requirements of body. Now you see in the figure there are different types of frame. First one, conventional frame construction. Second one, semi-integral frame construction, and third one, integral or frameless construction. Integral or frameless construction nowadays widely used because this type of construction does not have separate frame or other equipment. So let's discuss about conventional frame construction. In conventional frame construction, chassis body is made as a separate unit and then joined with a ladder frame. It supports all the system in vehicles such as engine, transmission system, steering system, suspension system, etc. This type of all types of system when comes in a unit, then it's called chassis. Chassis means simply it's parts that drive vehicle and control vehicle. All parts contained in it, it's called chassis. Advantage of conventional frame construction is high load capacity and strength. So it is basically used in heavy vehicle, we can say truck, high heavy loading vehicle. Disadvantage, the body tend to vibrate easily and the overall vehicle handling and refinement is lower. So we cannot obtain very high body strengthness due to this separate system. So as I said, it is used in truck, bus, and in SUV, cars, and bigger vehicles. So in these types of frame, there are different type of steel section used. It's, we can say, that is channel section, box section, and tubular section. You can see in this figure conventional chassis. This type of section used is channel section. So channel section is used in long member of the frame. Box section is used in short member of the frame, and tubular section is used these days in three-wheelers, scooters, and matadors pickup frames. So a conventional frame, also known as non-load carrying frame. Here the loads on the vehicle are transferred to the suspension by the frame, which supports the engine, powertrain, and the body. This type of frame is not much suited to resist torsion. So use of a tubular or box section backbone type of frame improves the torsional strength. Next, this is the figure of conventional frame construction. Now integral frame construction. This one is widely used nowadays in automobile vehicles. So this frame is used nowadays in most of the cars. There is no frame and all the assembly units are attached to the body. See friends, draw your attention, there is no frame and all the assembly units are attached to the body. So floor pan of the body made very high, stiffened and strengthened. So all chassis parts attached to the body. all the function of the frame carried out by the body itself. Due to elimination of long frame, it is cheaper, and due to less weight, most economic also. Only disadvantage of this type of construction is repairing, because it's a complex and very required very high technical knowledge to repair this type of frame with this type of body construction. So it is the in this arrangement the chassis becomes a subframe and other subframes are used for the front and rear suspension units. This design reduces vehicle weight, lowers production cost, and allows lower floor. This is the modern form of construction for almost all cars or lighter commercial vehicles. Normally, the various components of a vehicle are bolted directly either to the main frame members or cross members. However, sometimes the engine and gearbox are carried on a subframe supported by main frame, usually at 3 points. So let's note this point. Engine and gearbox are supported in the frame at 3 points. It is a MCQ type question. The arrangement helps to isolate the components from the effect of twisting and flexing of the main frame. So it is the basic integral type frame construction. So you can see this figure how integral frame construction is used. There is a high strengthened base floor pan, and this at the floor pan gearbox, engine and other chassis parts are attached. This is the basic figure of vehicle body. Different types of part, and sometimes in the interview we have been asked by interviewer different types of parts and its name. So left fender, left door, left rear door, left rear quarter, trunk lid, rear bumper, right rear quarter, right rear door, right front door, hood, right front fender. Fender is a part between which covers front wheel under it and front bumper. This is also the different types of parts. Now we classify the vehicle body by its construction. In automobiles, there are available several body types including sedan, hardtop, convertible, hatchback, station wagon, minivan, sport utility vehicle. First of all, sedan. Sedan uses center body pillars or B pillars. You say center body pillars is a body pillar between two doors. It is the center body pillar or B pillars between the front and rear doors. Hardtop does not use B pillars. So this is a sedan. Four-door type of body with permanent back panels and top roof. Sedan is the most popular body style for modern vehicles. A sedan typically has two rows of passenger seats and a separate trunk or dicky for luggage. A sedan is a big car and a preferred style for executive cars. Nowadays, there is a Honda Amaze is a one type of sedan car. Hatchback cars. It is the same as the sedan, but what difference between hatchback and sedan is in hatchback there is no extra compartment for luggage and though there is no extra dicky available for luggage. So its backward is extended portion of rear seat. So it's called a hatchback. Large rear door allows easy access while hauling items. A saloon with a door at the back. So this last dicky portion we call it's a door, not a luggage portion. So it's a difference between sedan and hatchback. Hatchback typically has the passenger sitting area integrated with the cargo area. So there is a basic difference between sedan and hatchback. In hatchback, there is a passenger sitting area integrated with the cargo area, and in sedan, there is separated portion between sitting area and cargo area. While the passenger area is accessible through the doors, the cargo area is accessible from behind the vehicle by top hinged tailgate or dicky. It is not available in sedan. You cannot go through dicky and in the vehicle. The passenger cabin is integrated with cargo space. The seats in the back sitting area can be folded to increase cargo space if needed be. This helps increase the space in a small car. A hatchback has less length. Station wagon provides larger rear interior compartment, rear doors and seats for 4 or 5 persons. So there is an example for hatchback is nowadays Maruti Swift Desire, Maruti Swift LXI VXI, and Hyundai Santro, Hyundai Grand i10, etc. are the example of hatchback cars. Station wagon. This is the explanation of sedan, hatchback, and station wagon by figure. Convertible cars. Convertible uses a vinyl or cloth top that can be raised or lowered. It is basically a roof that open and close. This type of car basically in Ferrari, Mercedes, we can say sports car or luxurious car. This type of roof is available. We can open it or close it by some electronic mechanism. SUV, sports utility vehicle. Nowadays in India there are large selling of SUVs. It's the most selling, or we can say most popular in segments in India. Sports utility vehicle. This is the XUV 300 Mahindra and 500 Tata Harrier and MZ Hector. This type of SUV are nowadays used in India. SUV means sports utility vehicle. Because why it is most popular in India? Because it has large ground clearance. Means distance of lowest part, distance between earth to lowest part of the body. So we we know there are in our India where there are road with high bump or different bed terrain of road and earth. So this type of vehicles are used in any type of mud, smoothie road, dust road, and perform very well in different types of terrain. So it is used in mostly used in India and very popular segments in India. What is van? Van is a closed body, front sitting, sliding side door or rear door, sitting capacity 6 to 8. Bus, two doors, one at front and other near the rear, luggage space on top, sitting capacity from 36 to 54. In them, this type of body is classified in bus segment. Truck, opened, closed for transportation of goods. Trucks or jeep, closed body, two doors inside and one on the back side. Coach, heavy transport vehicle with closed body, equipped with luxurious seating capacity, ranges from 18 to 48 in them. So there is a different type. It is different types of body. I have read some materials for body work. So first of all, steel mostly used in body. Aluminum also nowadays because it's but also not down this not pure aluminum but aluminum alloys because of its lower weight. It's lower the weight of the body and also increase its power ranges and consumption of less fuel. And also plastic, carbon reinforced plastic bodywork. There is also this thermoplastic in boot covers, grills, etc. Toughened glass, laminated glass, windscreen and window panes. Our windscreen is a laminated glass. Rust protection material, corrosion material for corrosion protection material for body. So our body is galvanized or phosphatized steel or zinc coated steel, and also different types of surface treatment process. Friends, I will discuss about these materials in our next video lecture. So thank you all of you.